Hi, my name is Koku with blackfilm.com, and I'm here with Theodore Barnes, star of the Emmy-nominated BET Plus hit series, The Miss Pat Show. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Theo, you know I'm very excited to talk to you, right?
Oh yeah,
we fake old friends here. You know, I'll
yeah,
talk.
we got a good relationship at
We
this
got-
point.
exactly. I done teased you. You done took my jokes and you took it like a champ.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, I totally appreciate you for this. And I like speaking to you every single time. Now we're in season two. Of course, I got to watch season two, which will be premiering today because this is
Mhm.
coming up today,
Yep.
August 11th. How do you feel about how everybody's taking this show? Obviously, the Emmy nomination shows you, but how do you feel? Because Junebug is such a huge part of the show.
I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
We like Miss Pat said, this year, this season is
Mm-hmm.
about healing.
Mm-hmm.
And we do that in many ways with each character. And Junebug, like I said, he's finding his niche, he's finding his
Mm-hmm.
comfort zone, and all while getting out of line just a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
Pat, she's there to bring you back on the track.
That is
Yeah.
so true. It's funny because Tammy, she got on me the other day because I was talking to her and I was like, how does it like working with the kids? Tammy was like, them people ain't kids, they grown.
Yeah, when we started, I
Yeah.
probably was the only kid because I was
Hmm.
17 when we started.
Hmm.
But it's been so long.
Hmm.
I'm 20 now, so it,
Hmm.
it is. Well, we not kids, but we still young, we still
Yeah,
growing.
for sure. And I mean, I know with you, you've built your audiences and your fan base from when you were an actor as a child. And you've been working, I guess you've been a series regular at minimum since you were like 11 years old, right?
Hmm.
So it's been pretty much something that you've been doing for a very long time. So every single project that you take on, you obviously built a very different kind of audience. So how does that feel when you meet someone and somebody might be looking at you like, oh my God, he is all grown up versus someone who knows Jean Miss Pat now? It's like, of course they know, you know what I mean? So it's like, what is it like meeting your fans at different spaces or different places in time?
It's cool,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I walk by somebody and they double take. And I'm always curious to see, what show it is, whether it's a kid's show or
Mm-hmm.
it's the Goldbergs or it's Miss Pat. I get a lot of people that's like, man, you were a part of my childhood. And then I get a lot of people like, man, why you try to buy that weed? And now Pat and Denise going through it. So, it's good to see the
Mm-hmm.
levels. It's been a long, at least like you said, 11, it's
Mm-hmm.
9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool. It's acting is you can't even really put a label on what it is because there's
Mm-hmm.
so many things, and nothing's in your control, and whatever
Mm-hmm.
happens. You just got to be here for it and be thankful and grateful, and just take advantage of every opportunity. That's for sure.
No, that's a great way to put it, and especially with a show like Miss Pat. I mean, it's so funny. Obviously, we know that, and she just has this way with words. And if we're also just being honest with ourselves, the way Miss Pat talks, a lot of times that's a far more relatable in our own households, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's the clapbacks,
Yes.
like, oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, like we've been there before.
definitely.
And when I look at it and just look at the work you do, I understand that you also like when you're working on the Goldbergs, you can work at like on two different sets at the same time. Does that ever become overwhelming?
When I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
I would say yes,
Okay.
but my mentality then is different than it was now.
Mhm.
As
Mhm.
I tell people, I've been doing this for a long time, but for about 5, 6, 7 years, this was kind of like a hobby for me.
Hmm.
It was something fun to do. But as I got older, I get in high school, and you start to figure life out, and you're
Mhm.
looking at certain things and what you're good at, what you're not good at. And you got some people over here, they're about to go to college. You got some
Mhm.
people over here, they're gonna start working.
Mhm.
And then, but my thing has always been, well, I kind of been working for since the beginning, so
Mhm.
maybe I'll do this, but it's different now because I know, what mission I'm on, and I know what I'm doing. And
Mm.
just I'm the developed mindset. Back then it
Mhm.
was like, I want to hang with my friends, I want to do this, that. I still want to do that now, but there's
Mhm.
a time and a place. Bills don't get paid off emotions. I say that all the
Mm.
time. So
That's a fact.
it's just the world we live in. You know, you got to come to grips. And I could have easily said, you know what, I'm good on acting. I think
Yeah,
I'll just,
true.
I'll do something else.
But
I
your
know
family would have been okay with that if you just said, like, I just don't want to
for
act anymore.
sure,
Oh, that's
for
good.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. It's, my mom's thing is, if you start something, you finish it.
Hmm.
Whether it's a project or, we will never quit in the middle.
Right.
But for me, I'm looking at that like, well, shoot, I can't quit then because I ain't did too much yet. I've done a lot, but
Not enough for
in my
you.
eyes,
Yeah.
we still got a lot. I have much more to do.
Hmm.
So stopping now or just kind of phasing out or telling my agent, I'm gonna take a year off, 2 years off. It's just really it's not on the agenda.
Mm. Hmm.
Because being busy is good.
Hmm.
At this point and at this
Sure.
stage in
Hmm.
life, because you could easily just be doing nothing.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah.
but I don't have a problem with that.
Right. I
People
ain't
do what
hating,
they
right.
no,
Whatever.
but for me, I'm like I'm like I said, I'm used to working now at this point, so
Hmm.
I'm always trying to work. I take my little breaks, now every now and then, and just keep on trucking. That's really
Hmm.
just what it
But you do
is.
things on your own pace and on your own time and in a healthy way, it sounds like.
Yeah, for
I, I,
sure, for
I
sure.
never hear your name in anything crazy.
No, I mean, it shouldn't be because like I really be chilling. Like I go to work, come home, I have my fun,
Hmm.
everybody has their fun, but I like I said, I'm smart. I am a young black man, so it's
Yeah.
just certain stuff I won't do, won't go, places I won't go.
Hmm.
But nah, I be chilling. When I do have fun though, I definitely, I have fun.
do, do
I'm
you
around.
do you
Go
think it
ahead.
makes a difference that you're from California, that you have a little bit better of a read on how to move in LA even?
Oh yeah.
Probably, right? Hmm.
Even how we went from LA to Atlanta to shoot Miss Pat.
Right. Okay.
Getting that change of pace in Atlanta was like, ooh, LA is rough. Like it's rough. I mean, everywhere is rough, but
Right. Has this thing. Hmm.
yeah, to see a different perspective. Like I said, going to Atlanta, that was like I've been telling people for weeks, like, yeah, Atlanta's a change of pace. I like it.
It's nice.
It's I feel like it's a little slower,
I think
than
so.
LA.
It is. It's
LA is
similar in
more like,
ways. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Hmm.
definitely similar, but yeah, LA is it's a lot of, and then we got social media and we got
Hmm.
so everybody's perceptions, minds corrupted. We could
I know,
talk.
but I mean, the social media, we could talk about that, but the social media thing is interesting because I mean, that's anywhere. And I try to tell people, like, listen, it's just a snapshot and it's the best, prettiest, most wonderful picture ever that one person can take in that moment. Does not mean it's a reflection of their entire life. Like,
Oh,
don't base your life on somebody else's happiness. I mean, you don't even know if they're
right,
really happy. So
right. That's very true. But it's easy to do. You
mhm.
look at somebody's page and first thing you see is like, oh, dang, that's nice. That's cool. Oh, they went there. Oh, they what? They living it up whole
Let me
time. They at home crying.
I'll tell you, I have actually been like, I have physically witnessed people say to somebody that's got a foreign, say, "Sir, can I take a picture in or in front of your
Oh,
car?"
for sure.
For a
Like,
person they
yeah,
don't know. I've seen this
yeah.
happen.
And that's like amazing because I'd be like, huh? You want to do what?
And
You
then I
know,
see all them likes, and it's like, yeah, we outside. I had to pull out the whip, cranberry.
right.
Oh God.
Like, no, that's not your car, buddy.
We live in the projects. Like, what are
Man,
you
like
doing?
for real. You work a 9 to 5. That
Right? Like,
no, I
stop it.
know
It's
you.
okay. It's like, I know
For
you.
real. Exactly. Like I know you. Like we went to school together.
Exactly. But speaking of school, you mentioned high school. So did you actually go to traditional high school?
I did for
Wow.
1 year
Okay.
though. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
freshman year.
Freshman year. Okay.
In my summer of 8th grade,
Hmm.
I wasn't booked for anything. I didn't have anything coming up,
Okay.
and I talked to my parents about it, and it was like cool. Why not?
Hmm.
You still audition and do your thing, and just see how it goes. So yes, I did. I did do freshman year, regular traditional high
How did
school.
you feel about traditional high school? Be honest.
It was cool. I'm not even gonna lie, because
Uh-huh.
before that, I was, I did independent studies
Yeah.
all the way. When did I do that? Fourth grade. I started in fourth grade
Okay.
with independent studies. So to do it and to go to high school, I'm already, a people person. I can talk to anybody. I've always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of had to be like that being
Yeah.
on set.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it was cool because I got to build my own. I got to build my own high school experience.
Okay.
I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, you should go to high school, get the experience." But my experience was fun. But like I said, when you start to realize things, and it's like, ooh, maybe I need to, more of this and less of that.
Right.
Because
Right. Mm-hmm.
it's funny, because as soon as I checked in, I want to say like 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I got the Nickelodeon show Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Don.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, it's like probably like a month maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And that was supposed to be a guest star, and that turned into 22 episodes. So now
Wow. Yeah.
my whole freshman year, I was missing 2-3 days out the week every now and then. But it was cool. I got to make friends, people I still talk to this day,
Oh,
actually.
that's cool. I love that. Mm-hmm.
I bought one. Yeah, so it was cool. It had its purpose in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
definitely had its purpose in my life. Even though it was 1 year, and then right after that I was back into the independent studies because it started getting busy again. But it was something I needed to do. Like, that probably was one of the hardest years of my life, only
Mm.
because I came to grips with reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love basketball, so I played on the basketball team, and at some point in time, it was strictly basketball. Like, I'm really pushing basketball. I'm
This is
doing
this is the
basketball,
this is the thing. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
More
But
than acting, even at some point.
no, for real, like,
Oh, okay.
really,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
really doing that, and I'm over here working and doing major things, but I'm still basketball,
Mm-hmm.
basketball, basketball. So,
Mm-hmm.
know, high school, well, freshman year, that year, it really, because everybody got bigger and taller, and I just got older. So, like I said, I had to come grips with a few things,
Mm.
uh, and
Well, no, I
just
mean, I
really,
don't know how tall you are, but if we're talking about being basketball and being taller, you could be the new Muggsy Bogues if you're shorter than everybody else, too.
I could have been, but I wasn't. I was a good player.
Yeah.
I was good. Well, I still am, but I
Mhm.
wasn't.
You're like, no,
I'm
don't get it twisted. I'm still good.
Yeah, no, I'm with you for sure. I ain't hooped in a minute, but it's still there. But
You still outside.
yeah, so you just you pick and choose. Which
Yeah.
route. I know I got. I can. One thing I can say is I always had the option.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I never nothing. None of this was forced on me.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
good. Mm-hmm.
working, high school, basketball, anything I've ever done
Mm-hmm.
has never been forced on me, and
That's
that's
very
why
healthy.
I'm very appreciative to my
Mm-hmm.
parents,
Mm-hmm.
because, like I said, the only thing they've told me is, if you start something, you'll finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a point in time where it's like, Ma, I should just check out.
Mm-hmm.
My After this semester, I should check out of high school because it's getting too much. But my mom didn't let me check out.
She was like,
She's like,
this is the right thing right now. Mm-hmm.
yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
said juggle.
Mm-hmm.
This is you're building character right now. And at
Mm.
the time, I really didn't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I look back on it now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, okay, thank you, Mom, because
Mm.
said, I don't have problems with early mornings, late nights,
Mm-hmm.
being on set countless hours, doing just doing stuff till it gets done, because in my head, like I said, it's got to get done.
Yeah.
So either I'm gonna do it or the next man gonna do it. So
Hey,
I'm
that's
gonna
true.
take mine while it's here and it's in front of me.
That's facts. I do
No.
wonder, I'm curious about something. So let's just say you decided you didn't want to act anymore, you didn't want to hoop no more, nothing like that. If you were to have a regular job, what do you think you would have wanted to do?
That's a good question. If I had a regular job, I'd have to do something. I'd have to do something interactive. Like I could be like a gym instructor.
Mm-hmm. We
I
go
could
back to athletics.
Yeah, like I could teach a class, like real something interactive where I could, be with people and
Mm-hmm.
and be in and out with that. I don't know. That's a good question though. I have never really thought about that.
Well, listen, I mean, the gym athletics, you could be you could be a coach, right? That could
That's what
be
I'm
an
saying.
NBA coach,
I
like straight
yeah,
up.
I could do something like that for sure.
Hmm.
I'll definitely. That's what I'm doing. I was talking to my homie yesterday. We're gonna uh coach a team at the park in our
Oh, that's
city.
that's cool. Yeah.
For our little young kids. So
Hmm.
like, I could definitely something like that. I had to do something like that for sure.
So what? So let me ask. Since we're talking about basketball, what did you think about LeBron showing up to the Drew League?
Oh, that was dope.
That
That
was
was,
dope, right?
that was like I want to say that was the first day I came back because I was trying to go,
Uh-huh.
but something came
Something
up.
happened.
But that was that was legendary. The Drew League is crazy in itself already,
Of
but
course,
when the pros come out and it's a big thing and they pack
especially
out
somebody like LeBron. Yeah.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, when they really show out and do
Mm-hmm.
that, I think it's dope because like I forgot who said it, um, but he's a professional basketball player
Mm-hmm.
and damn, can't believe I'm forgetting his name. But anyways, he said to all the pros out there, go out to these pro-ams and go out to these games if you're healthy and play because there's
Mm.
a lot of people that can't afford to come see you, at the arena.
I feel
You
like maybe I'm making this up. I feel like maybe John Sally said something like that. Am I?
it might have been
It sound like something John Sally would say.
I'm drawing a blank, but
Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like I heard something very similar as well.
yeah, it was recently
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
somebody said it, but it makes sense, if you're healthy, go to these things and play,
You're literally making people's dreams come true that
not
cannot
really
afford. Yeah,
for real,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
real, and you're showing out and you're feet away from them,
Mm-hmm. So,
you never know,
mm-hmm.
just never know.
I take it you probably are a Lakers fan, right?
No,
No.
oh
Oh,
no,
really? Who are you a fan? My bad.
no, no.
Yikes! If you guys could have
it
seen the
was,
look on his face.
it was I'm I'm a Clippers fan. It was 50-50. It was hit or miss. It was hit or miss.
Oh wow. Okay, so what
Yeah,
happened to your boy on Playoff P if you're a Clippers fan?
I I me and the Clippers, we have a love hate relationship because my
Oh
favorite
yeah.
player is Chris Paul. So
Oh no, Chris Paul, he's CP3. That's my favorite player. One
yeah,
of no,
so
my favorite player is KD, and I'm gonna ask you questions about him
okay,
as well. Yeah, don't
okay.
don't don't go on out, KD. Okay, I'm gonna
Well, I was
cry.
gonna say I could ask you what's going on with KD, but
Listen, don't talk about KD. I will justify every single decision.
hey, I'm already knowing because I do the same thing. I justify anything with my team.
Exactly. No, but I
So
feel you. Like, well, I love Chris Paul, man, and I felt so bad. I want more for him eventually, right?
man,
I mean, we all
yeah,
do.
I that I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
that
man. That made me. That actually, like, I was sad.
yeah, that
Let's
was
put like,
I was really when I tell you I was in the living room standing up
yeah, man.
the whole entire game, like, oh, this is it. As
Mm.
soon as he gets this ring, just go ahead and retire. But
Yeah, man. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't go down like that.
yeah,
But I was gonna ask you. So look, 'cause I assumed that you were a Lakers fan. So I was gonna ask you like what you thought about the idea because they're talking about Kyrie potentially going to the Lakers.
I honestly thought Kyrie would have been, went to the Lakers.
Hmm.
Just because, like, I mean, why not? I know everybody talks about, team hopping and all of that.
I mean, that's what it is now, though.
And exactly that's what it is now.
Hmm.
We're in a different world, and
Yep.
it seems like if you don't get a ring, you're not saying you're not in a certain conversation, but you are to a point.
To a point, yeah. Then it, yeah.
But it's
Hmm.
like if you don't have a ring, like Chris Paul,
It's a perfect example
he's gonna go down as one of the best point guards.
of all time.
He's leading in the assist boards,
Hmm.
of all time. But I'm always argue with somebody, and they'll always say,
The ring,
"How many
ring, ring. Yeah.
how many rings does Chris Paul have?" And
Hmm.
it's like,
Hmm.
okay. But no, I think it would be dope. I don't see why not. That's my thing.
But then I just was reading something today. I don't even know, probably like ESPN, something like that. They were saying also that KD was working out with Harden.
And
so there's a
like
potential.
I said, everybody start clicking up, and we got super teams again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I mean, it is what it is. But back to you, of course, right? So when I know you work on multiple shows at one time, and this is your passion. This is your right now. What is next? Like, what else are you working on?
Man, I'm back auditioning, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my agent yesterday. Hopefully the auditions go back to in person.
I was gonna ask you, are they still the virtual auditions?
For theatrical, like movies and shows stuff, it is. But
okay.
I just went in and had 2 commercial auditions like a week or 2 ago. Mm-hmm. And they were in person, which was really dope because it's been years since I've been to an in-person audition. But auditioning, Goldbergs, they call me back. Mm-hmm. I'm always down for them for sure. But yeah, back to not square one, but I'm back in the auditioning pool. Like, I got some time, so I'm gonna try to get.
That's good. And I just saw, actually, I saw from your Instagram that you guys got renewed for season 3. I knew about season 2. I didn't know that we were already at season 3, so that's dope.
Oh, we finished season 3.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh no, it's
finished. They probably cutting it up, editing it right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so 2023 should be that come out.
So what's the craziest thing that you've bought where you're like, I just had no business buying that, but you know what? I got money, I act, I could do this. The bag is there.
I mean,
something so silly.
I don't think I've really had a crazy purchase yet, though.
Oh, you're not there? You're not that kind of person?
Like, I bought myself a car. I got a nice chain.
You got
I got a few Frenchies, but thinking like the Frenchies is
yo. When people get the Frenchies, that's when you know they got real money.
But even them, I'm like, they work. Like, I'm breeding them, so that's bringing more money. But a stupid thing.
Like, are you the guy are you buying a table for all your friends? Like, no, y'all, I got it.
I mean, but I've been doing that though. Like, that's just like, that's just what we do. We take turns doing that, especially as we getting older, and everybody's kind of they getting money for themselves.
Yeah, and may or may not. So, because you said a lot of your friends, they don't all have to necessarily act, right?
No, they don't.
Okay.
My homie CJ, I've known him since 4th grade. He D1 football player, New Mexico State.
Oh, dope.
Kai, the one I brought to the premiere yesterday with the dreads, he's a basketball player. He plays at not UCR.
Come on, Kai. Where's it?
Riverside, yeah. And my homie Ace, he got a brand, but he goes to University of Hawaii. But everybody's doing something. Homie Drew, he's MMA fighter, Muay Thai. So we all in our lanes,
Yeah.
We got a little bit of everything over here.
That's really cool. Yeah. You're the first person, I promise you, that I've interviewed. I've interviewed at this point probably over 100 people. You are the first person to shout out your friends.
I'm always shout them out because they the reason for, not saying they're the reason, I'm the way I am, but they are, because even when I was younger and I was acting, and they always say, hey, don't let that fame shit go to your head. They'll still whoop you. Like, they always been solid, situations. Just tell me the real. I get a different perception on life, besides my family. And I even tell them, like, y'all my family, because
great.
family is just a word sometimes.
I agree.
People,
but I'll tell you what, for me, like, what a show of good character is a couple of things. First of all, you said one of your homies you've known since the 4th grade. I've got friends that I've known since like the 1st grade even, right? Yeah. when someone can, like you said, you were able to shout out all these friends. You guys have been just a unique friend group, and you all do different things, but you all come together because you're not that different. You all are friends. So when I see people speak about their friends, and also the way you've spoken about your family so casually, like, mom and dad, head on the shoulders, told me to stick to school. You didn't say, oh, well, I'm the acting kid, I ain't gonna do what y'all told me to do. Like, you listen, you learn, you observe, you've been a part of, like I see how you take in your experiences, and I understand why you're successful. And that's what I listen to, as, again, that shows good character to me.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, for real.
Mm-hmm.
I just, gotta keep you gotta keep good in your corner as much as you can, because
I think so.
It's easy to jump off track, because I meet a gang of people every single day.
Sure.
They tell you you're great, they tell you you're awesome, you're this, you're that, but they don't, not to be like that, but they don't really care about you like that.
Yeah, you can tell.
They
And then,
just
okay, so two things in that sense. So let's go from that, like, where you can tell that people are not necessarily being authentic. Like, you understand what it's about. Like, you're not naive. So
yeah.
in that sense, what is it like? Is it even possible for you to make new friends? Like, is it possible because of what you do and your visibility? Do you think that you could organically make a new friend that's even maybe in the industry or outside the industry, given your visibility?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, and also too, this ties into, like, dating and
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend girlfriend situations.
Mm-hmm.
When I meet somebody, there's only one red flag, that triggers me.
Mm.
I meet somebody and they're like, "Oh, you on that one show?" That'd be like the first thing they say, and it's cool. Like, oh, okay, boom.
But then it's
But
like, how would that be avoidable though? Because it's like it'd be silly to act like they don't know, right? So, but
and
it's like, yeah.
it's not even. I'm not even saying act like you don't know, but it's
Mm.
the conversation. It's how the conversation goes after that.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. You can
Like if
tell.
I like me and you, like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I've seen you 2-3 times.
Yes.
We've talked, we've this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see you out in the streets, and I'm like, she looks familiar. And I go to you, and we have conversation, and I say something, but the conversation is so tied into who you are and what
Ah.
you're
Okay.
doing and who
Mm-hmm.
you've interviewed, and what's
Mm.
the biggest person? Like, you don't
Yeah.
want to hear that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to hear that. Especially, and then, like I said, crossing over to the dating world,
Yeah.
But people run games, so you just kind of gotta. Everybody's in the same box when they meet me. It depends on how you
How
act.
you can climb out of.
Yeah, like it could be easy to
Right.
run game, act like you don't know somebody, and
Ugh.
which
I
is
think that's a very difficult to pull off for a very long time. Maybe some people, I guess, they just are masterminds at it, but I feel like that would be very difficult to pull off.
right.
Yeah.
It
Mm-hmm.
time and
Yes.
doing. After a while, you will see certain things. They'll just come
Yes.
out. So I just be chilling. If it come, it come.
Y'all go out for a nice little date. And she's like, "Let me get 5 shots of 1942."
Yeah, that's gonna be, I'm here to want to hold on, champ. You left your wallet in the car, so hold on. So it's just, it's just reality. Like, hey,
Oh man,
sorry,
you
but
are cracking me up.
that's
So, oh my God. So listen, look, now what I don't want is, and I want people to listen to this, do not take the tips he said to try to act like you want to get to know Theo and study this interview to be like, oh, okay, let me know how not to approach him, because that type of stuff can be sussed out too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I peep game. I tell people all the time, just because I don't address certain things doesn't mean
Ooh,
I didn't see it.
I'm the same way.
I take notes, and I move accordingly. So, if you come up to me in the street, thinking you did your homework, I promise you, I have a curveball for you that will leave you stuck. A lot of people like, oh my God, I love your like everything you do is
Uh-huh.
great. Name 2 shows I've been on.
They're like, look at you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you love me, huh?
Relax. Yeah. Calm down. So it's all
Uh,
good.
and is there anybody that you can say, well, okay, I'm gonna say outside of the Miss Pat show and outside of the Goldbergs, Is there anybody in the business who is a bona fide acting or like a working celebrity that you would consider a friend?
That I would consider a friend. Ooh, you said outside of
I,
Miss Pat,
we ain't got to do it because I don't want you to say no and it's not somebody on set. Outside of those shows, is there somebody that you could say like that person is my friend?
You know what? I can.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
For sure. Shout out to Gavin Lewis. I did Prince of Peoria with him.
Oh, dope. Okay.
We hit it off, instantly, and we did 17 great episodes together. And he's always just been cool. And every time we see each other, we pick up where we left off type. But I could definitely say him.
That's
I probably should be able to say more, but like I said, I really do be chilling. Like I don't be hanging out type
yeah.
shit.
No, I understand that. I mean, I guess I'm the same way too. Like I don't really like schmoozing and like just like hanging out for the sake of hanging out. Like I don't mean like there has to be purpose to certain things in such a real direct way. But I don't just like being outside for being outside's sake. Like I'm just not that kind of person.
I feel you on that for sure. Like
Yeah.
I'm real like I don't like mixing business with pleasure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if I know you as one way on the set, and it's we go to a party or something and you're just like super turned up, and then I'm gonna be like, oh wow.
Like I'm supposed to give you a ride and then I gotta go work with you tomorrow. Like,
Ooh,
this
okay.
is weird. No, I know that.
But no, it's I definitely have more. I'm just drawing a blank right now.
No, I didn't mean it for you to count them out. I just wondered if it was possible,
No, it's possible.
Yeah.
But like I said, everybody's in their own box.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, I got the family, I got my friends, that's my family, and everybody else after that.
And where they decide to be, whether they graduate or get demoted.
Right. No, for real. Like, hey, it's all on you. You promote yourself. You fire yourself too. You could get rehired. Like, shit.
I used to work with somebody who used to fire people and say, well, congratulations, you just promoted yourself to a customer. I was like, what up?
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Use
so
that
I was gonna say you should use that. You should use that one. That'd be a nice little strategy, right? Like, hey.
Oh, for sure. Congrats, you have been promoted to store manager.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's go back to Miss Pat's show, because this is an Emmy nominated show. We sitting here talking about crazy stuff. So, I mean, do you have a favorite episode?
From season 2?
From season 2, yeah.
I gotta say, episode 2, only because it's so different from everything that I've done. It's out now, so I can say it. It's not a real episode of Miss Pat. It's the Miss Sophia show, Judge Miss Sophia.
That was fun.
It's a line in there, boy. I can't wait to watch it. That Tommy says that he's just such a fool.
Yeah, that was a hilarious episode. He's so funny.
He just a joy to be around. But I had to say episode 2. I gotta watch him too. Like it's been so long since we've shot season 2 that I kind of gotta refresh my memory. So I gotta watch him. I'm gonna watch him today. As a matter of fact, as soon as we get off this, go ahead
and watch them. But do you ever so when you're done rapping, do you watch the shows when we watch the shows? That's when you get to see them too?
That's the joy for me.
Oh, okay. You allow yourself to wait it out and see.
Yeah,
I
do.
Okay.
So I haven't seen anything from season 2. I haven't seen anything from season 3 because I want to watch it in its entirety. Feel me? So, I could easily say, hey, send me a file of a rough cut of season 2. Not, what I'm saying, but I that's always been the joy for me, seeing it's the physical progress. I'm driving on the freeway and I see our billboard. I gotta pull it, get that,
Yeah.
Bus stop, it's stuff like that puts it adds fuel to my fire to keep it fresh and make me feel good. It's a mindset thing, but it's my thing. So I don't shit. you
And
know.
from here, as far as like a project that you'd really want to work on that you haven't worked on yet, what's kind of like a dream role or goal for you?
I don't really have a dream role
Mm.
or a goal.
Hmm.
Because I want to do it all. You know, comedy's been my my sweet spot right now,
Hmm.
sitcom.
Hmm.
Uh, but hey, a drama movie, a drama, TV show, action packed, everything. I don't put myself in the box. I am ready for it all.
Hmm.
So I'm welcoming it all. So I don't really have like a goal, or I just know I want to be successful in whatever I do. I want to be one of the most successful,
For sure.
actors. I could say that for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, you're already successful, but I mean, of
And
course, we all have our own goals. That's true.
right, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, I am definitely
Right,
successful.
just like own it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's nothing
yeah,
wrong
definitely,
with
I
it's not.
definitely am successful.
Yeah,
But I will say I've been saying that. I've been saying I want to be one of the most successful actors. I've been saying that since probably ooh, 2, 3, 4 shows ago. I want to say
really.
probably, yeah.
I
When I
think I
really, yeah, I would
and
say that.
I think with most people too, the goal is to be able to say like acting is what I do. Not, like I'm not, on the phones at night working somewhere late nights, whatever, or doing this. I'm not bartending anymore, or I'm not at
That
the
is what,
call center. Like if you can just if it's your job is your dream and this is what
right.
you do, that's a really great starter goal. Because for a lot of people, acting is a pipe dream. It's what they've wanted to do their whole lives, but
Mm.
they never got the chance.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of people,
Hmm.
working 2 jobs to be an actor.
Then I talked to somebody the other day, and he was like, as soon as I touched down in Hollywood, I was supposed to be in the background, and the first I got on set, I read a little bit, and then they called me up front, and I had a feature role. I'm like, bro, that is not a typical story.
I've definitely seen that happen before. You just never know. That's why
Right.
you
Some
just
people,
be
that's just how it
yourself.
works.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You never know. One day you might be doing this, and the next day you might look up and your life changed.
Completely. And that's the thing too. People don't even realize, like even with acting, like it's a grind. So you
Yeah.
get that one particular role and you get that role, and it's just like it's an overnight thing where it feels like an overnight success. But then when
Mhm.
you hear that person's story, it's like, nah, I've been working since I was 11.
Yeah,
Just because I landed this
exactly.
doesn't mean I ain't been working. Right, exactly.
You see this at this age, like, nah, I've been doing it
I've
though.
been doing this. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Definitely.
Well, Theo, because I call you Theo because we're old friends, right?
It's all good. We real good friends at this point. Like the third or fourth time. Yeah. Yeah, good conversation.
So the next time, of course, we're gonna take it to another level because now that's gonna because you got your acting chops in. You know what I mean? Like we already know what you can do. So now we have to see if my interview skills are up to par and whether or not I can keep it going and not repeat the same things.
Okay,
See,
come
this
on.
this when I got into the basketball. You already.
Hey,
I know what
hey, we,
just
we was
don't.
going for a little bit. You had to bring us back on
I
track.
had to bring it back.
Yeah, with it.
I had to bring it back, but I really appreciate you, Theo. Again, my name is Koku with blackfilm.com, and I'm here with Theodore Barnes. He's the star of the Emmy-nominated BET Plus hit series, The Miss Pat Show. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's streaming today, August 11th. And Theo let the cat out the bag. There is a season 3, by the way. I have not heard that from anybody else but you. Are you in trouble?
Nah, I shouldn't be. They dropped
I hope not. Don't
it.
tell Miss Pat on me either for doing that. So.
Nah, you should for sure. If they do, just tell them I say so.
Tell you,
Yeah,
yeah, tell him it's all on Junebug
yeah,
like
tell
usual.
'em on me. Yeah, for
Thank you,
sure.
Theo. I really appreciate you. That was a lot of fun. Okay,
Thank you. Yeah.
take care. If you want to see more content like this on blackfilm.com, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell.